Say your comments now. Sempa concon them round to your market throw in. Wobo area birthday bien Sumaje Asase Inarado Kodu Donebasa Nandonebasa Brunomon Jesus de Indekasike Mode. Eloi, Eloi, lama sabatani. Nen trase inyede. Minyankopon, oyeden na apami. Na hona wajina ho binom se no wakade. Share or refre Elijah. Na bakon to America de sapo kobo. Mfenenjanumu de chia nzembir ano man de onom na ose de huminja ma yenhwe de Elijah beba ebeyin ana na Jesus de nzeke mo ka de na Jesus de nzeke sikem oja no sunsum na asoda no montwemutam no tso ebien fosor besi ase na ohempanyin a ogina hon wo nententendo no hun de weja no sunsumon oka de ampara nyimpen ye nyankopon ba ahomjeda no twemen Mary Magdalene enye Mary a oye James nena enye Salome koto eduham de waze roko akesran nada a odida pen kan anapetun wakor endanodo ber a ewia epei na wasane na wasese hon ho de Wana bepro obon efi indanu ano amahen na woto hon enyin wohunde we pro obon efi ano na oso dodo na wohen indanu mon wohun abranti bi a ote nyimfa hye atarefufo na wobo hu na ose hon de mahom nsuro hom rehwehwe Jesus Nazaretyin a wobon memuduan wasor onyiha hom nhwe embre wodzenote adofo henu kwagin sempa na wie nza nyamesin Nyanom adofo ende hanusumi oye sronko kakra usande oye suma yerujinado na ya tutasre yezama henenianom henadofo ni ajedifa wewuwa wondu osrahimim Catechism mesede wojina mfimfin bia osane de ebia bon aka hon sunsum another honakra monunti wonya indu nyame na himem yana masa fobodo yatotosre ma honakra na homeje de nyame mfa honamfom enche hon na nyame enje hon nkodo no sor ahimem Anada afia yedi oye ahotufu ina hon afididan nusunsando onye indedi de heni nara hen enyi dado onye hen penyi de yɛbɛkɔ nyame no ahemem yɛnye no bɛtena ase afebɔɔ. Nanso wode baabi a na ɛkɔr ane ebien ɛsan ka hen ma hɛn nsa nka dza hɛn kra rehwehwɛ. Na ɔno na nnɛ dɛn hɛn na asɔ kɔnkɔn ɔkamfo ma mi na ɔwo nyinara dɛ esom a yɛresom afɔrebɔ a yɛrebɔ yi ne mu dur ma ɔte yɛn dɛ Christ de ne nkwa ɔde twaa do prɛko pɛ. Dɛm nti yɛregyina Christ na afɔrebɔ yi ne mu na yɛatoto asrɛ yɛdze ama ɔyɛ hɛn anuanom a wɔadi hɛn enyim kan na wɔndu nyame na ahemem hɔn kra na ahomegye. Na abereko nara so ɔyɛ nkadze kɛse dze ma hɛn dɛ hɛn so yɛbotu dɛm akwantu yi bi dɛm a na yɛte ase yi a yɛwɔ ahom yi a bogya idzi eforsan wɔ hɛn mu yi wɔma yɛmbɔ bra a debi da ma nyame to nsa frɛ hɛn a yɛbotum yɛdu na ahemem son no. Dear friends, tonight as we celebrate this Mass, we offer for the eternal repose of the souls of our brothers and sisters and of all our parishioners and of all believers who have died but then have not reached the eternal glory yet. That some stain of sin has marked their soul, and for that reason they are in a stage of purification. That each and every one of us here, through the Mass that we offer, we place this Mass for the eternal repose of these individuals and ask that the good Lord will be merciful unto them and grant them eternal rest. We do so on the strength of our faith in the resurrection, and we do so in the light of the faith that we celebrated yesterday. Yesterday we celebrated the feast of all saints, that it is the universal call extended to all of us to be holy and to dwell eternally with God. Some of our brothers and sisters have already attained that eternal glory, and yesterday we celebrated that with great joy, giving thanks to God that He has made it possible for some of us to already attain eternal glory. But then we also recognize that there are some of our brothers and sisters who, due to one sin or the other, are in a stage of purification and have not attained eternal glory yet. So we apply this Mass to them, and we ask that the good Lord will grant them eternal rest. Tonight, the gospel that we read from the gospel according to Mark, reading from chapter 15 with selected verses through to chapter 16, reading from 1 to 6. We are brought to the very heart of the Passion narrative, the moment in which Jesus Christ would give up his soul on the cross. Jesus Christ would give up the Spirit, and then he would say that, "Into your hands, Lord, Father, I commend my spirit." And even as he did so, he handed everything over to his Father, and he paid the price for our salvation. But then we are also given a glimpse of the resurrection as well. Few lines about the women that went to the tomb in search of Jesus Christ, but then when they got there, we were told that he was not in the tomb. Not because his body has been stolen. He wasn't in this tomb because he was risen, and that he had gone ahead to wait for his brothers and sisters before his departure finally into heaven. As we read these lines, we are reassured once again that our life does not end in death, as if we are lost, as if that is the end of the person who believes in God. No, that is not the ultimate end of a person who believes in God. The person who believes in God, death becomes only a transition, and that we would live eternally with God. Through Jesus Christ, through his resurrection, has become the first and has led the way for all of us to follow. Therefore, it is our wish that those of our brothers and sisters who have preceded us on this journey of life would also follow Jesus Christ into eternal glory. And that's why today we gather and then we ask that if for some reason they haven't attained that eternal glory yet, the good Lord will grant them eternal rest. And as we do so, we are renewed once again in the faith and the resurrection, that we live our life with the hope that one day we shall all live in the presence of the Lord to rejoice with our brothers and sisters eternally. And it is this faith that has brought us here as men and women of hope. Ntenanom taya kainde inde oye insempa ya kani. Odiano ko oye Christ ne wa owi wo be mudia don. Na owa owo me mudia no don oye za Christ nankasa oja ne nkwem. Ose eja wonsem na meta baate musunsun mehye. Na okadam no so ogwa ho mprakope na odzendzame yinara ode hye ne jansa. Nyede owu age ne nkwa efini nsem. Anaso de owu edi no do nkunyim. Na mmom Christ edi ndzeboni yinara do nkunyim. Owu ane sanwenwe no mpo nyame nara wase onam ne ba no do widen we edi do nkunyim. Dema na Jesus Christ ni nkunyim za odi wo memudua no don. Oni ye Christian yi ni nkunyim di so. Deminti ye na ran da hen so da member no obeye nkunyim di. Na onye da yedi bokwa ba di esumu anase da yimpa ba ubi na mmom oye kwana ye namdo yereko oye heneja owoso no ne nchen. Deminti ina sampana so mpo so odiyen ko oye Christ no wusor no nsam no. Na was imbesiafo no wokwe da wokwa Jesus Christ esiesie no ho. Usande da ozuwi ni ya homjeda nti wenyamber wensiesie ni ye. No wodu ho no was na obona oda endana non we pro ne dada. Na wokwa we hun nti worbisa won ho ebenade no we sin wana abafan. Na sama oye nyame no bofo no kachonde. Onyi ha wasor Christ inyi endanem onye de obi ebowia no honam anaso de wodze esie bio na mom Christ asor efi ewufum wedi owudo nkunyim prekope na osanda wasor ntin ne sore aye da odikan de ama oye a Christian for onye agedifo yinara de ono wedi owudo nkunyim de mara na heni nara so yebeti owudo nkunyim yinti nna de yehiem wa ha de yana masa afobokru yerado yediro tutosre yankopone de heni nara heni dado ayi de yeboko yamna himem na yenye betena asafebo na sakansa enfom kor ana ebien aka heneni anum bi hona akra mo na mo no hunti wogina finfin bia ye gina Christ na afoboi ni tumodo na yatotosre manyankopon na nkasa de onfa hono fom enche hon na oma hon nkwa onyi ewiei deminti za ye onye frado bi na mom oye jedi anamon na yerutu oye jedi na yedire na so na yedar kasa na yedar totosre yedar mahina dofa weti na enyim kande de bidama hono so wobodo nyamena himem na wanyina atena safebo de maraso na yaraso yede de masse kuyaraso yede hihenu hu kran na yede hihenu ho yede menyen ho arechicher de hinenianom hinadofo wanyen krofa waye yobi na mbom wonyamene dzinum watase de bida mahini naraso yenyi honi nara betena se afebon na minti bia etin mpede etena ye na I had to win you. I just want you to sit upright and close your eyes. Just take a moment to think of all your dear ones, the people you have known who are passed on. Just recall them, mention their names. Let them be present to you. And then ask the Lord to grant them eternal rest. Nti dwendwendam enuanom adɔfo onye dudu biara enyi mu hon enyi hon abobra ka hon bo hon edzin wo utsirim na ka kyerɛ Nyame dɛ ɔma hon nkwa onyi awie. So nyena ketia mikra reper nesaka enyidado jada sorrow, yena ketia, ahomja onye wie mahon oweratse na makana onye wie nhyran honodo onam Jesus Christ ne humbobordo ewufo onye henadofo a wewu wo Christ minara onam Christ ne humbobordo wonsna sumdwe onye ho. Christus